Yo, what is going on, guys? This is a basic rundown video. Should you even buy a diesel truck? Is it affordable? The common problems with these LBZ Duramaxes, because every truck is gonna have their problems, no matter what brand it is, a Dodge, a Ford, a Chevy, something's gonna end up breaking, right? If you actually use the truck like I do, if you're gonna be towing, if you're gonna be driving long distances, or just beating on it, something's gonna end up breaking eventually. So that's why I'm making this video. My experience with my Duramax. I bought it with 165,000 miles originally, and I now have around 236,000 miles on it. It's quite a lot for me. I drive it long distances. I've drove it short distances. I've done a whole bunch of burnouts. Whole bunch of pulls. A whole bunch of everything, right? So this thing has been beat to the ground. I'm gonna try to make this video as non-biased as I can, just explaining my experience with this truck. I like my Chevy trucks, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys and be like, oh, this is the best motor. Guys, I'm gonna keep it 100%. What I've had to replace, what has broken on me with this truck. But yeah, the first thing that I'm gonna talk about is things that have broken on this truck that were not my fault, that just naturally they just went out. I've had to replace and what has broken. The first issues that I've had go wrong with my truck was my TCM going out. It just naturally went out. It's a common problem on these LBZ Duramaxes. If you don't know what that TCM is, it's your transmission control module. So if that goes out, your trans pretty much doesn't work. It is a plug and play, it's just a little controller, but it's not cheap, right? It took me around $800 just on a new TCM. I got a Dan's Diesel Performance. Once I put that thing in, my transmission was like a new trans. It's an easy plug and play. That's what I would recommend if you guys ever have an issue with your TCM on your truck. Definitely go with Dan's Diesel Performance because it is worth every single penny in my opinion. I've had a transmission line actually pop out. I'm not sure if it's really a common thing, but since I beat on my truck a lot, I think that's why my transmission line just popped out of place. Or it just could have been because it was old and I haven't touched that thing in a while, so it just broke on me one day and all my fluid went everywhere. Had to replace it in the road. It sucked. It was just another simple fix. Now I know a lot of you guys with stock Duramaxes, you just drive it normally, don't even have it deleted. And I know deleting vehicles is a tough area for some of you guys, because I know some of you guys live in an area where you can't delete your truck, and which sucks. But I fortunately live where I can delete my truck, and I know it's a bad topic to even talk about, but if you can delete your truck, because if you don't, you're gonna have EGR problems every single time. If your truck is not deleted, you're gonna end up having problems EGR related. So another problem that I would include is my EGR. Obviously it's deleted now. I deleted it, don't have to get fancy piping. There's other ways to delete a vehicle. But when my truck was not deleted, it was running super slow. It did not have enough power. It's like your truck is not breathing. It's like you're wearing like 5 masks on your face the whole time, right? That's what it is for diesel trucks. If your truck is not deleted, you're gonna have EGR problems, man. So delete the truck. EPA, if you're watching this, my truck's not deleted. I'm just kidding. The EPA is watching this. My truck's not deleted. It's actually bone stock. Now, I've heard a lot of people say LBZs have a lot of problems with blowing up cranks, blowing pistons. I've heard it a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I've had problems, but only with my head gaskets. My truck does have 236,000 miles now, so I'm not surprised. Your truck is not gonna last. Your truck will last you way more than that if you drive it how it's supposed to, not beating on it every weekend like I do. I knew it was gonna come sooner than later because of how I treat my truck. So I have tried to learn more on this truck so I can save that money, do things on my own like head gasket jobs. You guys don't know, head gaskets get pretty expensive in labor. Another problem that a lot of people have on these diesel trucks is a problem of transfer cases going out, which is also called pump rub. I'll put up an image right here to show exactly what it is. I unfortunately had that issue, so I had to replace my transfer case, which sucked. Pump rub can lead to a lot of bad things, especially if your vehicle is for 4-wheel drive. Another thing with diesel trucks, guys, I've learned to do a lot of things on my own to try to save money. Example, when my transmission line or anything has broken on my truck, I've learned to do it myself. There's a whole bunch of YouTube videos that you guys can look up like I did. I'm not a mechanic. I had zero experience beforehand before I even bought my truck on working on vehicles. So I'm not a professional in any way. I just look at YouTube University, shout out to you. I actually went to like YouTube University like a lot of you guys. So if I could do it, you guys could do it too. But once you start getting into it and you guys want to get better, you'll realize how easy some things are. It's just nuts and bolts. You just need tools most of the time. It's always using the right tools. Another main issue that a lot of people run into with LBZs are obviously tie rod issues. If you guys don't know, tie rods are literally like this tiny. It's kind of insane how they put those tie rods on these trucks. So I spent a good amount of money on kryptonite products. So yeah, these things are meant to be used to go long distances, to tow heavy things. That's what these trucks are made for. And I know a lot of people want a diesel truck because, you know, it blows smoke or they have power. And yes, it's true, they make power, but you have to realize that power comes with a cost, right? So that's what a lot of people forget. A lot of the times they're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna put this big old turbo on and I'm gonna make power. Yeah, you probably will. I'm not gonna lie to you, but eventually down the line, if you do not build things right, something's gonna end up breaking and you're looking at a money pit. That's why I always tell people too, before they buy a diesel truck, if you're gonna do something with power related, do things right the first time so you don't have to come back to it a second time. So yeah, the pros with owning a diesel truck, man, is you could use these things. These things they last you, man, especially with my LBZ Duramax. Not to repeat myself, but this thing has lasted me a good amount of time for the way that I've treated it. LBZ Duramaxes, in my opinion, are one of the best vehicles. I'm not trying to be biased. It's just from my experience. I actually ended up buying another LBZ Duramax. I have a 07 LBZ. It's a single cab though, but that thing, I don't drive it. It has 113,000 miles, so it's low mileage. I bought that one because this thing has lasted me a long time, and that one, since it's so low mileage, I think that one's just gonna last me so much longer because they're such good trucks. Now the main question, should you buy a diesel truck? Should you buy an LBZ Duramax? Buy a diesel truck, man. If you can afford it, if you are able to work on it, but if you're able to maintain it, I would say yes, buy a diesel truck. Obviously, I'm gonna say buy an LBZ, right? Because I own two. But again, it doesn't matter which brand you go to. Everything's gonna have their own problem. It's just, are you willing to spend that extra dollar, spend that extra money, extra time working on it if something breaks? So you have to ask yourself, can I afford this? Will I have time to work on it if something breaks? Or am I willing to pay somebody to fix it for me when something breaks? Fuel nowadays, diesel is getting really expensive, especially in the US. That's another thing, diesel is not cheap. It's way more expensive than normal gas. I hope this video was informative for any of you guys that are out here looking for diesel trucks, especially LBZ Duramaxes. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments. I'll be sure to reply. Guys, go hit that like button and subscribe for more informative videos. So if you guys have had an LBZ, what are some common issues that you guys have had? And maybe we could all help each other out. Make sure you guys go hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more content with this thing, because I go crazy with this thing. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.